Hello dear student. Today we will discuss about a very wonderful and interesting grammar chapter, that is adjective part 2, degrees of comparison. Now in the chapter number 12 you have discussed adjective part 1, and in that you have seen exactly what adjectives are and how they are demonstrative, qualitative or quantitative, and we have discussed the basic concept about adjectives. Okay, so you might know about the adjective now what it is, but still I'm just revising it to make you clear about it. So adjectives are the words that qualifies noun. Okay, if I just say that he is a very big boy, so big becomes adjective for a noun boy. So adjectives are just the words which qualifies noun. Okay, so today we'll discuss about degrees of comparison. Now many of you might have seen the degrees of comparison. Why do we use these degrees of comparison in English? Is it useful in language? So let's see that what are the things we require and exactly what is degrees of comparison. So degrees of comparison basically is used to compare two things, two nouns we can say. Most of time we compares and our happiness starts with comparison only. Like he is better than me, I am taller than him, she is better than me, he is the best of all. So this all the examples which I gave you, these all are just comparison, comparing each noun to one another. And for that purpose we use degrees of comparison. Now before we go ahead, let's go for the examples of degrees. Look at the first example. Gautam is a clever boy. So boy is noun and clever is adjective. So that's the clever is adjective here. Second example, Krishna is cleverer than Gautam. So he is cleverer here. In the first was clever, in second is cleverer, and than is used, and we are comparing two things here. Krishna is compared with Gautam. Here we are not comparing Gautam to anyone, but we can compare if we want it. And here in number third, Rustam is the cleverest boy in the class. So here Rustam is compared with all the boys, not with one or two. So he is the cleverest boy of all. We have used here est form, that is cleverest. The third form adjective we have used, and before that the is used. I will tell you which forms are they and which degrees are there we call them. Before that, let's just discuss about the basic things. So degrees of comparison are basically used to compare two nouns. We compare two or more nouns, and for that purpose these degrees are used. Very useful for language to have some good communication with other people for the sake of comparison, and we use this for comparison only. Number two, we have different forms of adjectives or adverbs are used. Okay, so like clever is adjective here, fast will be adverb here, so it can be used in that form. So as I have said, adjectives or adverbs both can be used in degrees to compare the things. Different forms. Now look at here, clever is one form, then the cleverer is second, and the cleverest is the third form. So such a kind of different forms are used in degrees of comparison. Now what exactly these forms are and what do we call them, just see. So here we have the chart, the degrees of comparison, and this will tell you like how many degrees we have and how we use them. So there are three degrees basically we use it. The very first is positive, and the second is comparative, and the third is superlative. Now in the degree of first, if you go for positive, in this look at the example. Priya is as tall as the bookshelves. So here Priya is compared with the bookshelves. So bookshelves is as tall as Riya. That also we can say Priya, or we can say that Priya is as tall as bookshelves. So these particular points can be used to compare two things in the degree of positive. Remember, both the side we are used as, and tall is used, the first form adjective in between of the as words. Look at second form, that is comparative, and in this cat and dog both are compared. So look at the example, my dog is faster, as a fast is the verb, adverb we have taken as a faster than my cat. So here faster than, so dog is compared with cat, and faster, the second form of adverb is used here, and after that than is used. Very important to remember this. And number third we have, that is superlative. In superlative we use the third form of the adjective or adverb, and before that the is used. Like Aunt Janet is the oldest lady, we can say. Okay, so Aunt Janet is the oldest. So here oldest is the adjective third form, and before that the is used. So these are the basic things that we require for the 3 degrees: positive, comparative and superlative. I hope the basic points are clear to you. Let's go for our next point. Now in this, what do we observe? Actually these 3 degrees have some basic rules, and that we need to remember. Okay, like in the first we have degree positive. So what are the things that are important for it? In the degree positive we use adjective first form only. We have to use adjective first form, like clever, tall, big, example like this. And always we compare 2 nouns in degree of positive. We do not compare more than 2 nouns in this degree. Just be careful about this. And number third point is we use adjective first form. Okay, we use adjective first form, and both the side as is used. Look at this, as, adjective first form as. Example like as fast as clever as tall as. So adjective first form and both the side as we have used in the degree of positive. Then next we have comparative. In this adjective second form is used and 2 nouns are compared. Okay, 2 nouns only are compared here, not more than that. Remember, if you want to compare 2 nouns, we must have to use positive or the degree comparative. We do not use superlative degree for the comparison of 2 nouns. Remember this, very important. So adjective second form is used, 2 nouns are compared, and we use adjective second form and than we have to use. Okay, so adjective second form is used, and after that than we have to use. Okay, that's what form we use in the degree of comparison. Let's go for number 3, that is superlative. So adjective third form is used here. Okay, like cleverest, the tallest, the fastest, the biggest. So adjective third form is used, and 2 nouns are not compared. Listen this carefully. Not are used in capital only because to make you more clear about it. So 2 nouns are not compared in this superlative degree. So what we do it here? 1 noun. When the 1 noun is superior to all, which has the highest quality, for that purpose degree superlative is used. Example like he is the best boy of all, or we can say giraffe is the tallest animal of all. So I'm using comparing the 1 noun to all in a way that which has highest quality in it. Okay, that's the point, we need to remember it. And we use the before this third form, like the tallest, the cleverest, the fastest, the biggest. In that way an adjective third form is used in this degree. Okay, so this is the way, remember the point: positive, comparative and then superlative. Okay, so I hope, dear children, the points which we discuss about degrees are clear for you all. Revise it properly and make a note of it. Thank you so much.